I see. She thinks the work is lovely. Why, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so, okay, is this better now? Because I do have my mic, cranked up pretty high. Man, I did not realize that the levels on the music would be, that bad, but yeah. Okay. You sound very quiet. Yeah, it's also because I am slightly tired, and when I'm tired, I kind of stay quiet. Also because my mom's over and I don't really want to disturb her. She's in the other room, but like the rooms are kind of thin, so yeah. Kind of gotta stay quiet so, you know, she doesn't get angry. No worries. Why, thank you. But yeah, you know how mothers can be sometimes, yeah. I think that wrinkle is not in the right position, but yeah, this will be fine. Oh, there's a small thing here that I don't like. It must go. It must go. Yeah, that should look fine. If all else fails, I'll just move it around a bit in Live2D and it'll work. Don't mind the fact that it's kind of overlapping a lot. That is kind of intentional. Everything will be less overlappy when I actually color it in. So, yeah, no need to worry. Oh wait, what is this layer? I guess I'll use a layer. Necktie brooch. Oh, I forgot to turn symmetry on. That ain't gonna work. Let me check. Yeah, that should be fine. And then I'll add the additional line and like the other details once we're in the coloring stage. Or maybe the wings are a bit too extreme. Let me try them a bit smaller. Eye is now out of the way. Now we can work on what's underneath. Ooh, who is this cat person? Vest, bust. Cat is a friend of mine and a fellow VTuber. Oh, hello, hello, welcome. Welcome to my humble abode. I don't really do much here aside from play games every so often and work on art. That's it. I sent the link in one of our chats. Good to see she made it. Well, I welcome everybody here, so... Come, come, I need more friends. What is that emoji supposed to be? Also sorry if like my model kind of just like randomly ups and squints. I can't particularly control that. VTube Studio often has a very hard time recognizing my eyes. It's a very lovely problem, I know. But yeah, I had to get up close and squint just because like I am reading chat off of the good old MacBook, because now that I have my proper PC back, I no longer have two monitors, so well, chat has always been like off the MacBook, but in a way now it's a bit worse because it is in a slightly less optimal position than prior. Oh no. Oh no, it wasn't snapped. Whatever shall I do? It's fine. I do want these lines to be straight, but at the same time I know that they kind of have to follow the curvature of the bust, so I am having a slightly hard time achieving that. Okay, yeah, this works. This totally works. ever so slightly. Oh no, that was way too much. Oh yeah, so these past 3 days it's been like snowing a lot up here. I think it was like the most within I don't know, these past few years that it snowed. Personally, I'm not that big of a fan of snow just because it's a pain in the ass to shovel out, even though I don't exactly have that problem anymore because I don't live in a house and therefore do not have to shovel my own lawn or driveway. But even if the snowplows are very good up here, it's sometimes they just aren't reliable enough, you know? Vest. Torso. It's heavy and wet and gets everywhere. Exactly. Like sand, but worse. Yeah, with sand, even though it gets everywhere, at least it's like, you know, dry, not snow. Oh, absolutely not snow. Snow is like that, but snow is like that, but at the same time it's also very cold, so yeah, there. So like because it's cold and stuff, well, you're just miserable while it lasts, and like even when it melts, it just becomes slush. And if snow is bad, then slush is like the absolute worst because it's like a freezing cold puddle. No, it's not like a freezing cold puddle. It is a freezing cold puddle because like there's ice chunks within it, but it's just cold enough to like, you know, be water and stuff. It's like a slushy, but it's all over your feet and you can't get rid of it and it makes you cold and miserable. God, I wish everything has been ice. God, I wish everything has been ice here for the past 4 days. Yeah. It's been melting slightly over here, but it's gonna be snowing all of next week as well, and basically if they don't shovel out the streets or especially the sidewalks fast enough, it's gonna all turn to ice the next day. And like especially on campus, like back when I lived in the dorms, it used to be just like so bad if they didn't shovel out the sidewalks fast enough because like students trample over those all the time. And you know, that kind of high foot traffic means nothing better than it's like optimal conditions to create giant ice sheets. I can't say it any other way. It's like the perfect conditions to make ice sheets. Pure sheet ice, you can't walk outside without risking falling. Yeah. Like, I think there was once where I was trying to make my way to like a midterm exam or something, and it had snowed the night before. And like, because it's an afternoon exam, it had there was like already an entire day's worth of people treading through it. Ice Evil sometimes. Yeah, like absolutely. Oh my god. I don't know how many times I almost fell, but somehow I made it to the exam on time. Somehow. It was like a miracle. No, wait, that just ruined the start a bit more. No. So yeah, the only time that ice is good is in like cold drinks, but even then I don't really like ice and stuff like sodas because it just dilutes your drink and that's not fun. Best button 3. Best button 2. Okay. The vest has been done. Now for the actual coat. Oh. And if these past few days haven't been enough, apparently next month it's gonna be snowing again, like even more. Like an entire week of snow. And the thing is, my university is planning on starting in-person classes soon, and never mind the whole gripe with like, COVID and all. My school is one of those that's like every other university around in the area will have called a snow day, except for ours. We're like the only one that's like still having classes, and of course, making students commute and all amidst the cold and snow and all that jazz. So if my school calls it a snow day, then like it's bad, but at the same time it's just like well, please have mercy on us. Just give us a snow day. Why do all the other schools get to have like no class or online class or something when like we still have to trudge onto campus, risk the frostbite, yada yada. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong angle. That's too thick. And I'll just erase the excess later. But yeah, it's moments like these where I wish that I lived somewhere more temperate, like the West Coast, where weather is comparatively more mild. You don't really get any of these big ass snowstorms. Nah. And your summers are relatively warm and mild. That would be the life, but you know, no, I live on the East Coast, so I have to suffer. And suffer I shall, I suppose. Oh no, that was not supposed to happen. Can't seem to get this curve right. Let me try the other side. And that is the power of the right hand, I guess. Oh, I could possibly shave down. Ah, yes, that's perfect. That is now perfect. You know what, maybe I should just... upper chest, coat, coat, shoulders. separate these ones early so I can avoid problems. Coat, Rosso, wrinkle, right. And the left side. Yeah. This is just a big lazy way of covering that up. Definitely goes underneath the right side though. In terms of priority. And shoulders. Yeah, I think I want to keep them separate. Or actually no. I'll join them. There. Okay, time for the coattails. Disable mask. It will be very important for me to do everything. Oh, hey Apocalypse. I'm doing well. As well as I can for now. School is starting up. It's snowy, cold. And I need to figure out what I'm doing for the summer. So, not fun times for me. But at least I get a break every Saturday. You know what, I'll just duplicate the stars from there. I'll just duplicate the stars from the yeah, the tail ribbons and apply it there. Easy. Do you have a hot drink to accompany you through the cold evening? No, I just have water. Only water. Besides, if I drink anything warm, I'll probably fall asleep. I think it's my bad habits catching up to me. Finally gotta pay off the sleep debt, you know? Cape front. Yoink the stars. Yes. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? Why redraw something that you already have? It's okay if the cape goes a little underneath the collar, it's intentional. By the way, the layering is definitely gonna look funny after I finish drawing everything, but don't worry. The order will be done in Live2D, so... Oh, I forgot to turn off symmetry. The error has been corrected. Cape front. Cape back. Not wrong. Oops. It's fine. I switched the other eraser thinking that it would have had a higher diameter. It did not. By the way, did you try pulling for Mommy Bronya and Honkai? No, I just got her short reason. I'm trying to build that up first. I did see the new imaginary doo-doo that was released on CN, so... Wait, no, not released, in beta, so I think I'm just gonna be saving all my crystals for her instead. Especially since I don't have a Bright Knight, and I desperately need a physical DPS that's not Hersher of the Void. As much as I love Senti, she is not good enough to do main DPS duties. So, yeah. Man, why do I keep on having eyelashes fall into my eye? I don't like it. Oh, new doo-doo is gonna be imaginary physical, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much confirmed through beta. That's what she's gonna be. Finally, another imaginary battlesuit, though. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of predicted to be doo-doo anyway, though, because, like, you know, doo-doo is the golden child, as we have officially confirmed now. I hope they remember their first starter Kiana though, because yeah, Flaming Tune is still better than Durandal. Or should I say doo-doo? I'll keep the name. Oh wait, no, that was the wrong thing. There. Penguin brooch. Finished. Also, is it just me or does the video seem to lag a bit? Let me just close out Chrome. That might be impacting performance a bit. Oh, 210 dropped frames. That's wonderful. Absolutely unsightly. I see this computer isn't as powerful as I originally thought it would be, but that's fine. Ooh, things smooth out a lot. Okay, brooch back. I decided making these a bit sharper would probably be a better choice. And then cape, rope 1, 8. 2A. More eye hair. Oh wait, no. Sorry if I'm not talking much, yeah, I'm trying to focus. Focus on getting these lines right. Like, if you look closely at my stabilizer, you'll see that it's cranked all the way up to 25. Yeah, that's the secret to my buttery smooth lines. I definitely abuse the stabilizer a lot more than I should, but oh well. Comfy vibes in art is nice enough. Oh, hello, Arch Librarian. I see you're lurking again today. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Sorry for not noticing you. Yeah, just hanging out while doing homework. Ouch, what kind of homework? I mean, if it's anything related to biology or chemistry, I can certainly try to help. But if it's something like, say, English, I'm not good at English. Like, I used to be a straight A student in high school with everything except for English class. English was totally my worst subject. Like, you'd think, you know, hey, it's just English class. It's like, you know, essay writing and stuff, right? Yeah, I'm very bad at writing those kinds of essays. It's math stuff, unfortunately. Ouch. I guess I'm okay with math, but I am definitely not good enough that I can trust myself to actually help. Because, you see, although I may be good at math, I would consistently get, like, at least 5 points off on all of my exams because I apparently can't do basic addition or subtraction or anything like that without messing up somewhere. It's like, I don't know, my understanding of like numbers and stuff is just weird, you know? I guess it's kind of like dyslexia, but like, it's only with numbers, I guess, where it's like, I just have no sense of what or like how much something is and what I gotta do. Like time. I'm very bad at like knowing how much time has passed without like physically staring at a watch. Oh Mayo, yeah, I run even the most basic math through a calculator just in case. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm fucked if I ever have to take an exam and, you know, I'm not even allowed a calculator because that's just how much I don't trust myself to do mental math. Even though, like, I had it shoved down my throat ever since I could talk, basically. That was, like, the next thing that my parents tried to teach me was, like, math. Fun fact, they also tried to teach me algebra when I was like in 3rd grade, right after I finished like addition and multiplication, while everybody else was like working on say fractions and decimals and all that jazz. No, I was busy doing algebra problems and stuff, and it was like, you know, find what 3 triangles is. Now I'm just like, what? What is this? What is this black magic? How do I solve it? I don't know. And looking back at it, like, you know, it's stupidly easy, especially since, like, you know, I've been through the calculus ringer now, but, like, back then, though, man, it was, like, the end of the world, you know? And what's worse is my mom would let me leave the table without having solved the problem, and the thing is, like, my tiny 3-year-old brain just like literally would not understand. Like, no matter how much she tried to teach me, it just would not stick into my brain. I would literally forget it like the day after. So it really wasn't until like 5th grade where it just like magically started to stick, and I was like, oh, I see. What used to be really intimidating was no longer intimidating. Of course, my peers were just starting to do long division. And then it was like, yay, I am now smart, certified smart by the school. And then I went to a different school district, and they were like, yeah, you are no longer smart. We don't trust your old school districts. Were saying that you're actually a gifted kid. No, we're gonna stick you in the regular math class. And then because I had learned everything before, I would literally just like sit and draw warrior cats during class and like take naps and still walk away with an A. The curse of gifted child, classic. Yep. Yeah, that was middle school. And then, you know, the best part was literally like, you know, they realized their mistake, so they're like, hey, we're gonna put you in the smart kid math class immediately, effective after you guys come back from spring break. And I was never told that this would happen. I was like, you know, hey, I'm gonna go in my regular old science class. They're like, and then when I arrived, they were like, the teacher was like, no, you're supposed to be in math right now. I'm like, huh? So yeah, it turns out, you know, they realized their mistake, and they're like, okay, we gotta give this kid a crash course into to prep them for pre-algebra. And well, I had to teach myself like 2 entire units on my own. It was like, God, I don't know what whack-ass math they were trying to teach me, considering the fact that, you know, it's Common Core. It was like something to do with dots or something. It was like whack. Like some kind of dot system for like fractions or something, I guess. Or was like, you know, I don't fucking know. Let me look it up. Dot product or something. No, wait, no, it's not the dot product. That's vector stuff. Fraction 6th grade math. It's not dot plots. It's not that. Fuck, what was it? Now was it seriously fractions or something that I had to do that with? Was it like multiplying fractions or something? Man. 6th grade math dot fraction decimal. I don't know, maybe it was like something to do with fractions, I guess. Yeah. Either way, it was weird, and like the fact that I don't remember what was being taught is probably a testament to how ineffective it was. Because like I still remember the whole triangles and squares things from pre-algebra, because that literally traumatized me. That literally traumatized me, and I remember calculus because it was so recent. And I had to use it again last semester because, whoa, physical chemistry, it's literally physics. Which means, you know, I had to go ahead and calculate my Gaussians and other not fun stuff that I hope y'all don't have to subject yourselves to. One thing that I learned about myself from this experience is that I think I would rather put up with the inorganic transition metal D block as opposed to more physics, but I really am not sure that the transition metals are like black magic to me, as like mainly an organic chemist, you know? We don't like things that have more than more than 8 valence electrons. We really don't. In my humble opinion, what my current Orgo prof's sayings of how the transitional metals are just glorified turbines, he's lying. Oh yes, unshrimpifying time. Huh. I am no longer a shrimp. I basically switched majors into CS just to avoid that. But you see, CS also has its own math. And I don't know, I don't like linear algebra. I don't like much math. Even just like basic error calculations. Like, I don't like doing error calculations. I mean, I know the math behind that, it's just really tedious. But, you know, chances are I may have to do error calculations in my microbiology course, which... Oh, I really hope we don't have to do those. They're so tedious. Like, imagine having to log down every single piece of glassware you used and knowing down how accurate they are and having to do a whole bunch of multiplication and whatnot that you don't fully understand why, in order to get this mystical number that tells you how inaccurate or accurate your how like accurate or inaccurate your experiment is. Yeah, that's the error calculations. I don't like doing those, and well, I suppose it's not as bad as it could be in microbiology, since it's not analytical chemistry, and in analytical chemistry you have to be stupidly accurate. And especially in our analytical chemistry classes, we actually get graded based on our accuracy and error, and like if you're off by too much, like that's literally points coming out of your grade. It's horrendous. Oh, hello, Jim. We're talking about me complaining about my labs. Oof, that's rough. Yeah. So, like, you know, if you're doing a titration per se, you better get really good at tapping fractions of drops out of your burette, because if you don't, well, have fun. Especially, like, you know, if you say tap out like a quarter of a drop, and then the pH suddenly jumps like super high, and it doesn't go back down. That's honestly the worst part. Otherwise, chemistry is fine. You get to handle dangerous things. Dangerous things are fun. Except when they burst into flames, and, well, then that's not fun. Then you have to, like, call for, you know, spill control and the like. And then somebody has to file an incident report. It's probably gonna be me. Titrations are just pure stress. Can I recommend liberal arts? No, Jim, because you see, at least, although I may complain about this, at least I am good at it. I am not good at liberal arts whatsoever. Like, you can be a lawyer, yes, but can I really be a lawyer if I get, say, D's in all my courses because I don't know how to write and I don't know how to suck up to my professors in that way? Like, no joke, I did take, like, a classics sort of course last year for funds. I walked by with a D because I was not good enough at analyzing the hidden meanings of the philosophers. Yeah. Just study for the bar exam and become a patent lawyer. I mean, yeah, that's literally the only kind of lawyer that, like, I might actually be able to become, just, like, patents and stuff, just because I do have, like, background in this stuff, but, like, come on. Do I really want to be sitting at a desk for that long? I mean, I guess. It is an option. But I think I'd rather take my chances with industry first. Oh, it ain't so bad. Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, you do get paid a lot. But, like, you know, my other disdain for patents is because, like, I did have to, like, look through a few of them, for a project that I'm working on, and, man, they're just written so obtusely that, like, I can't be bothered to, like, decipher anything, especially since, like, I don't know, it's just, like, a whole bunch of jargon that I don't quite understand just yet, and that I'm probably not used to just yet, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I have to, like, look at so many regular papers already. It's like, I don't have time to learn, like, this whole set of, like, other stuff. Even though I have to, because who knows, patents might be able to help me, make my tiny little project a reality. Even though, at the moment, it doesn't seem likely. Because it's like, most of them are based on machines that are too big for my, application. Since I'm working with, something that is very, very tiny, and a lot of those are like industrial process coil winders, and well, obviously we do not have access to that kind of equipment in one way or another. So it's like while looking into patents might be helpful, it does have its limits. Delete outside and delete inside, and that should work. But also the big thing is, like, I don't do well in exams. Even, like, my current university exams, they're, like, they make me very stressed out. And a lot of the times the stress is, like, enough to make me blank and forget everything, so that is kind of a problem. Oh well, I guess I should probably learn to get over that sometime soon, though. After all, exams are the lifeblood of us students. Even though I would much rather be evaluated based on other things like papers. I would rather be writing scientific papers than like actually writing an exam. Law school is in large part about testing your ability to perform under stress. It's a whole thing. Yeah, I don't know how well I perform under stress. There's like, you know how there's like eustress and like, I forgot what the name of the not good stress kind, but like, you know, there's good stress and bad stress. Yeah, for me, the threshold between the two is actually very, very small. Like, yeah. Who the fuck talks about good stress? Yeah, good stress doesn't exist. It's tolerable amounts of bad stress and intolerable amounts of bad stress, I guess. Oh, and not to get political or anything, but y'all heard of what Twitter just rolled out, right? I mean, personally, as much as I think Twitter is full of fucking idiots for rolling it out. Yeah, the hexagons. All those people talking about, you know, hating hexagons now, it does make me feel kind of sad because hexagons are the best shape to deal with in organic chemistry because it's a lot easier to freehand a hexagon than it is a pentagon. But at the same time, it's just like, you know, Twitter really... Why did you have to ruin my favorite shape? Why did you guys have to go ahead and ruin my favorite shape? But yeah, now I guess it really is just like, you know, a free block list, I guess, for, you know, all those people touting their stupid ass monkey JPEGs that don't even look good. But, you know, they're the ones stupid enough to blow their money on that shit, so, you know, I can judge all I want, but, you know, ultimately, in the end, they're the ones who are stuck with it, so, At least it ain't me. At least it ain't me. And honestly, like, I don't get why people pay that much money for an ugly-looking DeviantArt character generator ass cutout of a fucking. Honestly, I don't even have words for them, but they don't really deserve my insults. So you don't have to. Well, you can just copy a JPEG and mint your own NFT of it, and then get a hexagon. It's a whole thing. I mean, don't do that because all the cool kids will auto block you, but you could. Yeah, but like, you know, why would I even? The thing is, like, it also costs money to mint a fucking NFT in the first place. So why would I want to waste that kind of money in the first place, huh? Oh no, oh no. That was the wrong layer. Oh my god. So, hopefully it all blows up and people realize it's a scam soon. The thing is, like, it's always been a scam. It's always been a sort of scam because, like, I mean, come on. Even I can draw something that looks better. Like, just take a look at this, you know? It's like... Compared to the monkeys, this is definitely a lot better looking, you know? And you can get for, like, a fraction of a price. I find this all darkly amusing. I love useless anime swag, you know? I love it. Give me that convention crap. Sure, I'd love to pay an extra $30 for that special edition of game. But NFTs? Come on, I can save as. Yeah, like, the thing is with, like, useless anime crap is the fact that, like, well, yeah, sure, it does, like, you know, increase value with, like, age and rarity if, like, you know, you keep it in good condition and all. But, like, the thing is, it's a physical object. It's a physical object, and, like, with artwork, yeah, sure, like, you don't exactly get that kind of security, you know? Everything is, like, a copy, you know? The only original thing you have is, like, the PSD that's, like, saved on the artist's computer, that's it. And, like, that's the thing with digital art, you know? It is what it is. And, like, the old system of, like, just, you know, taking commissions and whatnot and, like, buying prints has worked. Like, there are ways to monetize your artwork that doesn't involve in essentially purchasing what is, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and steal this analogy from, like, somebody that I saw on YouTube. It's like, you married a beautiful wife who goes out and fucks a new man every single night. Your marriage certificate is the NFT. Like, I can't explain it in a way that's, like, better than that YouTube comment or whoever came up with that saying originally, because, like, it's a beautiful analogy. It exactly describes the circumstance, because, like, NFT NTR. Yeah, exactly. The point of paying for digital art is to get something commissioned and then be able to use it as an avatar without the artist getting mad at you, you know? Yeah, like... And if you pay enough money for it, you can, like, do whatever the fuck you want with it, including sell it. Like, you know, making money off prints and stuff of it on your own as merch. Provided, you know, you pay enough for the original artist to say, for them to say, like, you know, hey, yeah, you can go ahead and, like, make money off of this. Yeah, that does take, like, additional fees and stuff, but, like, otherwise, it's like, you know, it's a pretty thing for you to enjoy that's, like, custom made to you. Nobody else gets access to this and whatnot. It's like, yeah. Come on. And, like, with the NFT bros getting mad at the right clickers, like, honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing them try to resort to good old classic IP laws to protect themselves. Because, like, literally at the end, guess what? You really can't do shit unless you throw a DMC at somebody. It's literally been like this ever since the dawn of the internet. You didn't buy the IP though. Exactly. Like, it also amuses me that, like, it also amuses me that, like, well, that one Twitter thread that I saw, like, a while ago, and I believe I posted it on, like, the, Nemesis Discord server, of, like, how NFT bros were, like, talking about all the things that they could do with their funny JPEGs, and people are just, like, literally saying, you know, hey, we already have this, it's called a movie, it's called a book, it's called video games. It's like, these people really don't realize, you don't need to, they're just trying to reinvent the wheel. When the wheel's just, you know, worked. But yeah, go ahead and have fun with the new Twitter hexagon profiles. Like many people said, it's a free block list. Like, an NFT doesn't actually intrinsically confer any IP rights, so you can sell the NFT, but it's not like that automatically authorizes you to use the underlying art for anything commercial. Yeah, like, that stuff has to be negotiated elsewhere, and, you know, I heard that the fucking monkeys do, like, transfer IP rights and stuff, but, like, I mean, personally, I think it's literally just NFT bros doing, like, literally DeviantArt adoptables and stuff, and thinking that it's, like, something like, you know, absolutely novel. That, nah. Nah, it's literally a DeviantArt adoptable. No, wait, not even a DeviantArt adoptable, a DeviantArt closed species. Yeah, that's like, that's the closest I can compare it to, you know? Like, if any of you have been on DeviantArt during then, like, I think, circa 20... I believe it was, like, 2015-ish when like the whole closed species thing got like really out of hand. Like, first of all, you had like water dogs, which was literally like, you know, a dog with like fucking water as like part of its limbs, and people were shouting like it was the best thing made since sliced bread, and everybody and their mother had one, including me. Though I do have to say, mine wasn't actually my own. It was like me and a couple of friends sharing like the IP rights to it, sort of. Like, we could draw it as much as we want. Like, it was weird. And like, the owner could revoke our rights to the character whenever they wanted, if we like, you know, broke terms of service or something. And like, there were strict guidelines on like how much we could resell them for, blah blah blah. It was wild. It was wild. And then like, you know, you had like a whole bunch of other closed species like pop up, like trying to replicate that success. It honestly does feel very reminiscent of like the whole NFT craze now that I think about it. Even so, I would say it is kind of pathetic that they are taking from old DeviantArt trends from like way back when, in the dark days of the internet. Though, would the early 2010s DeviantArt really count as like dark days though? That is a question to be asked. Huh, rad. Yeah, we were doing it first. Scalping people out of hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands, for like fucking JPEGs, except we actually transferred IP rights. Limited amounts of IP rights. Lol, early 2000s. NFTs are like emblematic of the how so-called cutting edge of internet culture is just old stuff, but existentially shittier. Yeah. That sums it up very nicely. Like, when I say thousands of dollars spent on like closed species adoptables, if you look on YouTube, a YouTuber by the name of Izzy's has done a very wonderful video on the I believe $20,000 commission. That is what I mean when I say thousands. It was a Grum 2 if you're interested, and please go watch that video if you want to. It does kind of show how like things have gone full circle, you know? No, I don't want to import just a single one. I want to import it as a pattern. I like for our artists to get paid. And yikes. Yeah. So apparently, like, to sum it up for those of you who don't want to watch the video, the reason why somebody paid that much for a Grum 2 is because it was like an auction, and they were on some meds that really did not work, and it basically left them in a manic state, which meant, you know, buying sprees and the like. So yeah, that's how they spent $20,000 on a Grim 2 adoptable. And it ended up being super rushed because the person threatened to sue after they got out of their drug-induced mania. Yikes, yeah. Yeah, not fun. So anyway, if you must spend on JPEGs, may I recommend you invest in a a character. A proper ass DeviantArt adoptable, I can guarantee you that they are mostly not scams, and well, even so, I would say don't really spend. Well, yeah, they mostly aren't scams. And you're helping an artist, and you won't spend like a metric fuck ton of electricity while doing so, which is the most important part. You know, I think the amount of computing power that this shit requires is like ridiculous. It's kind of perfectly designed for that mania, or yeah, it is kind of sad, but it is what it is. Speaking of old ass DeviantArt trends, man, I feel like I should talk about like some of my old shame. I did mention my olden days as a DeviantArt Warrior Cats artist. I will show that off at a later date. I am not ready yet. I'm not ready to have those secrets pried open to the public just yet. But I mean, like, if you knew the handle that I used back then, it's actually pretty easy to track. But of course, the handle that I used back then is very far away from the username that I have right now. This is actually like my, let's see, 4th alias. Everyone came from somewhere, yeah. This is actually the 4th username that I had. Oh. Once again, I colored on the wrong layer. Ew. But yeah, this is actually my 4th username, and like I only changed it to this one because I got tired of typing out ink black shadow all the time. Like it is a very edgy username and very indicative of 2015 me, because you know that was like the middle of my edgelord phase, and then I was just like, yo, well, I don't want to type out that every single time I introduce myself or I log in. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna change to something easier, and that's how I got my current alias, and you know, I like it. Which is why I've stuck with it for all this time. I used to be super into Warrior Cats, but I never interacted with with any of the fandom. Oh good, because I was one of the role players. You can probably tell that that's kind of bad. And like, I wasn't just any Warrior Cats role player. I was like the really, really edgy kind. Like the kind that would make cats that definitely did not look like, you know, actual cats. They were like bright blue with orange flames on their back, or like white with like bright blue stripes, like the color that I'm using right now, like that kind of light blue. Tabby stripes. No wait, they weren't even tabby stripes, they were like plant vine stripes. And let's see, I think the most realistic cat that I had was like all brown. And that was because I could not do any of like the fancy schmancy edgelord colorways that I wanted to. Oh, so like real DeviantArt OC and energy and cat form. Oh, I had one of those, like, you know, real DeviantArt OCs as well. It was like, man, which one was like my really edgy, like neon rainbow vomit one? I forget, but I know I definitely had one with that like scene core vibe energy going on as well. Or maybe it was like in cat form as well. I can't remember, but like it was... No, wait, I think it was very much a cat. Yeah. I remember like it was like, you know, all black with like these music note markings and stuff that would change with their emotions. So edgy, ooh woo. Change color with their emotions. Let's see. Markings that would change color with emotions. Oh yeah, there was one that would like, you know, turn evil because they had an alternate personality. Never mind how kind of problematic that was. Oh yeah, I also had like one character that was like, you know, an edgy murderer. One that was like created during my Black Butler era, who was like, you know, an edgy ass Reaper. Fuck. There was a lot. They were all edgy as shit. And I've abandoned most of them with good reason. I think it's natural to get embarrassed by the lame stuff you loved as a kid, but honestly, you come back around to it in a way in the long run. Been thinking about that since Meatloaf died. I loved Meatloaf as a kid, and let me tell you, Meatloaf is the antithesis of cool. Yeah, like, that's also kind of what I feel like has gone on with, like, my fashion sense, because I very much wanted to dress like one of those emo kids, or, like, you know, the scene core rainbow vomit people. Like, I very much wanted to dress like that when I was younger. But, you know, I was too embarrassed to go out like that. And also, like, you know, I didn't want to tell my mom, hey, let's go to Hot Topic. Because once again, like, you know, I was embarrassed of liking that stuff. And so, like, you know, for years I tried to, like, you know, hide it. And, like, I would pretend to be a weeb instead. Because it was, like, you know, I think a lot more acceptable back then to be, like, you know, a weeb than it is to be, like, you know, wannabe scene kid and stuff. And so, well, yeah, I kind of, like, kept on trying to push that away. But unfortunately, as you can probably see by my fashion sense with, like, my current Live2D model, yeah, that did not work out at all. Like, I do, like, jokingly say that my model dresses like a fucking watermelon going to a rave, and, well, it's true. And honestly, I don't even like green or pink that much, but I mean, the color combination works. And, well, it stuck, and honestly, like, you know, I wouldn't have it any other way if I'm being completely honest. Like, the model that I did as, like, a trial run is, like, you know, something more acceptable, more like, you know, traditional dark academia sort of looking. It just really didn't feel like it would fit me, you know? So, yeah, that's why I ultimately went with the watermelon rave. And I have not been happier since. Are you telling me you use your avatar for personal expression? Man, if I didn't, I would just be using your good old traditional, least common denominator anime waifu. Yeah, I hear you. But it's cool to try on different things if you want to. You don't have to marry a single style. Yeah. Like, I do have alternate outfits planned that I do not have the time to put into action just yet. But, like, if you guys saw my birthday art, like, that is, like, technically my formal outfit. Just, like, you know, something a bit nicer. Something that I would actually wear if, like, you know, I had to go to somewhere fancy. But yeah, I don't know why I guess it's just been a thing ever since I was young where, like, because, like, you know, I was either, like, too embarrassed to ask my mom to, like, you know, let me wear the stuff that I wanted to, or, like, well, mostly just being too embarrassed and also not having the money to do so. I've always just, like, used character design as, like, a way to wear things that I want to wear without actually having to wear them. Like, it's also why I guess a lot of my characters are just, like, underdeveloped when it comes to, like, lore and personality, because I really just see them as, like, dolls. Dolls for me to dress up and play around with to my whims. And, like, you know, if I don't like the backstory anymore, I just snap them out of existence, and, you know, if I like them, I keep them. It's that sort of deal. Okay. Ink, malevolent dictatress. I mean, there's a reason why I call myself the God Emperor. Because ultimately, that is what I am. Like, dictator isn't an adequate title. I am, first and foremost, God to all my creations. If I say that they die, they will die. And there's nothing they can do to stop me. Unless I transfer the rights to another person, in which case then I no longer have control over them. Once again, I colored on the wrong layer. It's already 11:02, but, you know, it's Saturday night and I don't really have anything particular to do, so maybe I'll go on until 11:30 and then call it a night. Or actually no, let me just finish up these details and then I'll go ahead and go to bed. That would be a good part to stop, just finishing all the coloring. Oh yeah, if anybody's curious, I am in the process of setting up a Discord server. At the moment, technically it is open, But there really isn't anything to do on there besides like collect my emojis. But I do intend on setting up some perks for Twitch subscribers, because in return for like all of my emojis being like open access, I'm thinking of like maybe doing like a monthly QB raffle. So like, you know, for regular oh wait, hang on. They're calling me to join Coliseum. Data transfer. Okay. Sorry that, like, you know, my face tracking's kind of frozen. Yeah, trying to download things. Yes, download. You know what? Let me just move this entire folder to the right and up. There. Now I can always see what I need to work on next. Oh my. Okay, I'm back. Okay. No, this is not good enough. depending on how things go tomorrow, I may end up streaming again, just because like I have been slacking off on Windtrace and Genshin, just because like I haven't had the time to play. And I thought, you know, hey, it might be a fun thing to stream, so yeah, who knows, maybe it'll be a rare time where I'm live twice a week. Who knows? Windtrace is probably more fun when you have people watching though, just because usually when I play alone, I'm just like, you know, I need to get my coins, I'll just do when I'm needed, and then I don't play anymore. But you know, I mean, if anybody plays Genshin on here as well, like, you know, maybe we can do a whole, like, you know, maybe we can have a whole party where like everybody comes on and like, you know, plays Windtrace as well if y'all want to. I don't know if Genshin has added in co-op Windtrace mechanics yet. I hope they do, because I really do want to choose who I can play with. Because last time they had Windtrace, it was like very much a random matchup. You can only play with those who we assign. Or like maybe you could play like in co-op, it's just that you wouldn't get any rewards. What is it? Oh, it's basically prop hunt. Prop hunt, but with gacha currency as prizes. So considering I am free to play, the more gacha currency the better. But yeah, it's a pretty basic prop hunt where you hide as stuff and then a person comes and finds you, and you can like lay down bait and stuff, but it's very much a hide until the time's over kind of game, instead of like some other prop hunts where your objective is to like escape and like undo mechanisms and stuff. Now this is just pure hiding and then running away. I know that like back when the event first ran, I had a great hiding spot in a few places, like say Dawn Winery. One of my favorite places to hide was like literally just climb up to the roof of the building and then hide there as a lamp, because the lamp is like, the lamp is ridiculously OP. It's like, it's small, so unlike the barrels, you won't be seen easily if you're like looking up from the ground, especially if you hide in like the very top of the building where people usually can't see you if they're looking up, or like the angle is very inconvenient, and like due to, you know, how deep it is from within the building, sort of like it's very hard to get caught up there, especially if like, you know, the hunter doesn't look for you. I highly recommend that hiding spot, by the way. If anybody is like, you know, playing any rounds within the next few days, and gets that map, it's a very good hiding spot. And then like there's another spot in Qingce where I don't know if they've changed the Tinsula map this time, but back in the old map, when the event first ran, there was like this one hiding spot where like if you had a really short character, you could like literally no clip into the tree and like nobody would be able to find you. Even if you like say disguise, well actually no. You could only get into the spot as a short character, but like it's recommended you disguise yourself as like another prop because your character's idle animations might clue in the hunter with like sound and stuff, so like it's optimal to hide as like a prop. Heh. But yeah, no clipping is very fun. And then, well, the one map that I never really wanted was like the Dragon Spine one, where they unfortunately keep in the sheer cold mechanics, which means you slowly freeze to death unless you're right beside the flame, and all the good hiding spots are not close to flames, which means you freeze to death, and then the hunter automatically wins. I don't like playing that map ever. So usually what I do is just like, I give up. Ooh. This is looking very nice. If I move the necktie up. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot this stripe. Hang on. Vest, bust. That's more like it. Okay. And then comes the cape. Pardon the gaudy color, but I'm will do what I must in order to achieve passable contrast. Oh, I don't like that kind of ultramarine blue, but what can I do? Okay, so same kind of color progression as the original. With the exact same pattern. Oh wait. Yeah, that's good enough. Add a little something darker to the top to make it more interesting looking. And I'll just do a star and sparkle pattern on there later. Okay, cape back done. Cape front is literally just all white. Oh, my phone's telling me it's 20% right now. Fun. Oh, who tagged me? now for the ropes. Yeah, that's good. Oh wait, all of these, that's just these colors at 50% opacity, right? Yeah. Okay, no, it's not 50%, 75. I'll go do the patterns later. So far, this is looking very good. And yeah, the last part, bangs. This is left one, right? Yeah. And we're done. And I guess that means it's time to leave. Thank you everybody for coming. I am tired. I guess the next thing I'll be doing is heading off to sleep. Yeah. So make sure to wash your hands, sanitize often. Oh wait, I did notice 2 hours ago. Thank you for the follow, Magic Cat. I did notice. Yeah, make sure to wash your hands, sanitize often, wear your masks. Don't listen to the anti-vaxxers parading outside. I don't like them at all. They do come every single Saturday and they scare me. Yeah. Fun fact, I did get coughed on the other day by a drunkard who thought it would be funny. Yeah. Comfy stream, thanks for the hard work. Thanks for the stream. Thank you everyone. Yeah. Make sure to listen to your public health officials, unlike a certain someone who, not naming names, but so glad he's gone. Yeah, don't want to dox my school or anything, but yeah. I will be going to sleep now. Yeah, depending on how things go, I might be taking a walk late at night tomorrow, so maybe there will be a surprise Genshin stream, maybe there won't, I don't know. Either way, I will be playing Wind Trace tomorrow, so yeah. Thank you and good night, everyone.